Welcome to Now Go Lead, the podcast where we help you level up your leadership in just 5 minutes. Each episode, we provide inspiring stories and actionable insights to help you lead with confidence and clarity. Whether you're a seasoned leader or just starting out, our goal is to give you the tools and motivation to level up your leadership game. Are you worn out already? Being a young leader is tough. And being a young leader and thinking you have it all figured out makes it even worse. Humility is such an important skill to develop early in the journey. Without it, your ambitions become selfish and you begin to see the world as the enemy rather than the challenge that you must rise to meet. I think Tim McGraw said it well. He said, "I know you got a mountain to climb, but always stay humble and kind." Jeremiah was called to leadership at a young age. And from all accounts, it was his destiny to be a voice of truth to the world around him. So much so that later in life, God told Jeremiah, "Before you were born, I set you apart." However, having a destiny and a clear vision did not preclude Jeremiah from experiencing some of the pitfalls common to leaders along the journey. There was one occasion where Jeremiah had hit a bit of a rough patch along the journey. He had been working hard, doing all the right things, and he just didn't seem to be making any progress. And the people whose lives he was trying to influence were just a bunch of jackasses who wouldn't listen to anything he said, and they seemed to be doing just fine without his interference in their lives. So in a moment of frustration, he cries out to God and just asks that he would kill them all off. And basically he was done. I'm done with leadership. I'm done with the journey. I'm done with the vision. I don't care about it anymore. And God's response was interesting. And I think it's something really important for leaders to hear today. He said, "So if you're worn out in this foot race with men, what makes you think you can race against the horses?" And there's a lot to unpack there. First is the significance of Jeremiah's immaturity and inability to see beyond his current circumstances. Sometimes as young leaders, we see our problems as too big and our skills are too small. The world seems unfair because everything and everyone around us seems to be trying to derail us from getting to the vision. But it's important to remember that what you're facing today as a leader will one day seem small in comparison to what lies ahead. And the leader must learn to quickly put seemingly insurmountable challenges into a manageable perspective. Is it okay to complain occasionally? Yes. It's also possible for a leader to develop a martyr syndrome that they can never recover from. These leaders exit the journey early and say, "If only everyone else in the world wasn't against me, I could have been the best leader the world has ever seen." But another thing to notice here is that God indicates that there are much bigger things in store for Jeremiah in the future. When I started my firm at age 29, I was really in awe of a lot of the successful businesses around me. I had no idea what it would take to have 10 people working for me, and I couldn't imagine ever having $1 million in revenue. It just seemed way far out of reach. And the daily stuff I was dealing with seemed really trivial in light of what I wanted to be someday. But I can look back now and understand that every little thing, every battle was simply a warm-up for the big race with the horses. So take 5 minutes and consider, are you complaining too much about the difficulty of your journey when you should instead be developing a perspective to keep your eyes on the vision? Are you letting current circumstances push you off track? Or are you letting it prepare you for the greater journey ahead? In closing, I should note that Jeremiah's journey got much more difficult. His career spanned almost 5 decades and was marked with generally heartache and persecution. The journey wasn't easy, but he survived and eventually was vindicated when the message of his career was made manifest. Just remember that every phase of the journey is preparing you for the next. Don't get discouraged and get lost complaining about the difficulty. This is the path of the leader. This is the path to the vision. It's time to now go lead. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Now Go Lead. Join us next week as we cover a brand new leadership topic and help you level up your leadership in just 5 minutes. For more resources, tips, and inspiration, visit our website at nowgolead.com. You can also connect with us on Instagram at nowgolead and on LinkedIn. We would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more leaders like you. Also, don't forget to share this podcast with your colleagues and friends who are on their own leadership journey. Now Go Lead is produced by HP Engineering Studios in beautiful Northwest Arkansas. Now go lead.